Hi you guys, this is Shamama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this week. I want to thank you all for being here. Those who are subscribed and are back returning, thank you. And those of you who are new for the first time, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to these messages. I appreciate your love and support. So I want to start today a little different. Many of you know I'm kind of changing up sort of how I do the channel here, and the messages have been kind of changing. So I want us to first just kind of take a couple deep breaths, center and ground ourselves, connect our energy as a tribe, as a soul family. Take a couple deep breaths. Allowing the vibrations to penetrate our aura, our energetic fields, and connect us as one love, one tribe, one heart, one cosmic being. Deep breaths. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right. So, there's a lot that's been going on. And I think I want to first talk about what's going on with the messages here, what's going on with my channel. So it's been a while, and you guys knew I took a kind of a long break from YouTube because doing twin flame readings every week, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever, was starting to take its toll on me. Spirit kept telling me the messages needed to start to change. And on a personal level, for me, I was super resistant to that. I really didn't know what that meant, what that looked like, and what I was supposed to be doing. I knew I was supposed to be here teaching. But everything from the beginning of the process, from when Shamama was first started, has always been focused on our twin flame journey. Spirit is asking me and has been asking me to make the shift, to change the messages and really focus on our spiritual journey. And I met a lot of internal ego resistance on this on so many levels. And I share this with you because my ego was so freaked out about, oh God, I'm gonna lose popularity and I'm gonna lose support, and people really need guidance and I need to reach and touch everybody or as many people as I can. And what did that look like for me? If people stopped watching, if I started losing subscribers and followers, what would happen to me? What I do here for all of you? And I realized as I started sitting with this energy and really digging in deep to my ego, the first thing I realized was, well, Shamama, Christine, you have never been popular. In your entire fucking life, you have never been the cool popular girl. You've always been the outcast, the black sheep. So don't fucking worry about the popularity. As you know, as I know, I started this channel with great resistance back however many years ago it was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't even remember now. I started this channel with great resistance. Spirit came knocking at the door and said one day, you're gonna be Shamama Hunting Owl and you're gonna make YouTube videos. And I went, fuck you, no, I am a massage therapist. I do Reiki, I do these other things, I read cards, but I'm not going on YouTube, there's no way. And over time, the messages got louder. Spirit started drastically and dramatically shifting things in my life, forcing me, pinning me into a corner to have really no choice but to give in to my calling. And this is the same kind of thing that's happening to me right now. And when I started the channel, I didn't advertise, I didn't even have a IG account or even a Facebook page at the time. All of those things came after. But my old favorite saying from the movie Field of Dreams is, if you build it, they will come. And that's all Spirit kept reminding me. is if I stepped into my path, my mission, my higher calling, those who were meant to find the channel, find me, would come. And here we are, all these years later. I have met and worked with so many amazing, beautiful souls on this journey. The tribe is over 7,000 here on YouTube, over almost 5,000 on Facebook. I don't know how many thousand, 7,000 on Instagram. The tribe is there. And the numbers go up and down constantly. And so I had to reconcile that part of my ego, that part of my fear, that if I was to do something less popular and stop talking about our beloveds and focusing so much energy on that, I had to give that up and realize that it wasn't about being popular or doing the cool thing or doing what everybody else was doing. I needed to do what I was guided to do, what resonated so deeply in my heart. And so here I sit before you today explaining that this doesn't mean I'm never going to do twin flame stuff again. Sometimes the cards tell twin flame soulmate messages. Yesterday was a huge day with divine feminine, divine masculine messages about union and process in our journey. And that was beautiful and wonderful. But those posts, those messages are not as important right now for where we're at on our journey. So I'm coming completely out of the closet on this and sharing with you all that this is the transformation. This is how I am taking lead to step out of my box that I put myself in and truly allow myself to express and speak about other things that may not be as popular as everybody wanting to know about their twin. But for those who these messages are meant for, okay? For those who truly want to focus on the spiritual aspect of this journey, to understand what's happening around us in the cosmos and everything else, this is vitally important for us as we move forward from this point on. So Spirit showed me this is like the separating the shaft, the wheat from the shaft, or whatever that fucking saying is. We are truly separating. And it's not a negative separation. It's just a weeding out of those who are here for their higher, greatest spiritual growth and healing versus those who are here to only hear and listen about relationships with their beloved. And so I share this with you. Those of you who decide to click off at this point, no hurt feelings. I love you all. I have the utmost respect for where you are in your process and the things and the information that you find most useful. For those of you who decide to stay and this resonates with you, thank you so much for being here and continuing to support me in my process. So I want to talk about something that I've been going through, my own personal healing journey, and why this is important to where we're at right now. So I've been working with someone for the last, I don't know, month and a half maybe, working on some of my own personal healing work, really digging in and exploring parts of myself that I have lost contact with, shut down, due to a lot of my focus on the twin flame journey. You know, a large part of my own divine feminine energy I have held back on. I have restricted. And I was at a point where I was feeling very disconnected from certain aspects of my divine feminine, of my high level divine feminine. So I've been working with this person who has truly helped me figure out how to reconnect to my Shakti, to that high level divine feminine. And as this energy, as I am opening up more to my sacred feminine, my power, my creative force as the divine feminine, and allowing that to awaken my my divine masculine, and I don't mean my divine masculine as my divine counterpart. I mean my own inner divine masculine, my Shakti and my Shiva within myself. I am finding that my ability to have higher consciousness is expanding. That is the Shiva energy. It is like awakening as I accept and flow in to my full Shakti, my full divine high feminine essence. It awakens my Shiva to come alive, to be more present in my energetic space, and allows me to expand to a higher level of consciousness, to be able to transcend more of the 3D and expand beyond that. So it's been a beautiful, beautiful process that I have been going through over the last about 6 weeks now. And in accepting the beautiful sacred feminine that is within me, that I don't always have to be in this go, go, go masculine energy to feel like I am being successful and accomplished and achieving my goals and mission. That it again comes from, yes, the Shakti is about being in the flow, being fluid like water, so powerful, so strong, but it's also about being in the fire and being that creative force and allowing that expansive energy to take place within me. So it's been this beautiful journey to a higher level of consciousness and a higher level of reclaiming aspects of myself, really honoring my divine feminine and accepting that and loving that and learning what that means for me. And this goes along with the messages that I received like last night for the collective. Right now, what we are experiencing is this amazing, beautiful activation of our cosmic heart. This is our high heart. This is the cosmic heart consciousness of Christ. This is an expansion beyond just our regular heart chakra. This is a much higher level. And this is the part of us that holds the energy of the sacred, high level divine feminine. She is fluid, she is fire, she is beautiful, just in being who she is. And allowing this activation of this cosmic heart to expand, to grow, to crack open and feel a new level of unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, and understanding. So these are the things, these are certain activations that are happening right now in the whole collective. Now, again, I speak to this activation of cosmic heart, not just for the feminine person, gender, entity, vessel. We all have our high masculine and feminine in us. And when we allow and we awaken into this energy, it entices, it awakens our masculine, our high level sacred masculine within and in the world to expand, to come alive, to take its rightful place beside the feminine. And it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. So this is part of the expansion we are going through. Now, yesterday I channeled a lot of twin stuff, divine masculine, divine feminine energy stuff. If you didn't see the cards, please go to Instagram, go to Facebook, check out yesterday's messages. They were hot, hot, hot. And with that, when I was channeling these messages, when I was receiving these downloads, my heart, my high heart, my heart, my sacral chakra were blowing the fuck up, burning, pulsing. The sexual, and I'm going to say the sexual tension that I was feeling was incredible. Every part of my body was on fire and pulsing. And all of this is super important because we have to allow these energies to arise. Whether we are with our beloved or not, we have to allow our sexuality, our sensuality to be present. It is part of our creative fire. It is part of who we are. And we can't repress it. And that doesn't mean you're supposed to go out and go have sex. I'm going to be polite. Have sex or do whatever and hook up with this one and that one. Our sexual energy, our sacred, is very sacred. It is meant to use for high level, conscious, energetic connections. But it doesn't mean that we have to do it with other people. It means that we can tap in to those feelings, to the energy that is out there, bring it in and use that for our own creative source, for our own power in releasing and in manifesting our next levels, our next shifts. So please remember this information as we continue to have these activations. I woke up during the night. I went to bed. I'm telling you, I was like all horned up. It was crazy. I like literally wanted to hose myself down. Like I was like, I need to take a cold shower. Didn't do that, of course. I went to bed. I contained all of this. I literally did not want to release any of this beautiful energy that I was feeling. It was so incredible. It was cosmic. It was orgasmic on levels that the physical vessel, the physical outlet of orgasm doesn't even come close to. And I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm telling you guys, I had pain around my left ovary, and it lasted for like 2 hours. It felt like I had been banging and slamming for hours and hours last night. And I realized that this was a sacral chakra healing, 5D, 6D, whatever D level, higher out of this fucking spiritual realm level of healing that was being done. The left side of us being our divine feminine energy, our essence, our right side being the masculine. And all of this was me releasing this pain that I was feeling, was the purge and the release of all of this repressed energy that I had been feeling and saving and holding on to, waiting, patiently waiting for my beloved. And so I realized that it's not about the physical release. It's about the cosmic energy that we carry. And it was like this incredible buildup that I had that needed to be released. It needed to be released in all ways, out of my heart, out of my throat, out of my third eye, out of my crown, like everything just flowed. It was this beautiful fucking fountain. And we need to keep these channels clear. This is how we continue to expand, grow, and use our energy for our sacred magic that we create. So, sharing enough about that and my little personal experience last night, I also want to talk about something that I've had messages for like God, it's probably been since January, and it's not something that I've shared with the collective yet. And so I just want to talk briefly about this. And we all know that the twins come in with certain color rays attached. Some of us are blue rays, some of us are green rays, some of us are blah, 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 blah. But what we do know about these rays is they're the rays of the rainbow, okay? There's 7 rays, and they are the rainbow colors. And what I have been shown and what was downloaded to me is that our ultimate goal as we continue to ascend, as we continue to come into our full essence of who we are, is not just incorporating the ray we came in with, but we go through 7 ego deaths during our journey in order to incorporate a new piece, a new color of the rainbow ray that we are meant to fully be. So, as we process, as we grow, as we heal our core wounds, there are 7 major ego deaths that we will go through. And that, at the end of that time, we will then be completely, and I say, you know, healthy, healed, and whole, but full. We will have integrated our complete essence as the rainbow ray. We will have successfully attained all the colors and brought back all the pieces of ourself and our divine essence to fully unite with everyone, with unity consciousness, with our full divinity. Okay, and that holds our full essence of who we are. We are all the colors of the rainbow, not just the one. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, you guys, is 3D illusion. Once again, because we are in such a pivotal time, we are also right now in the Sirius portal, where there is a gateway that has been opened, and it's opened, I think, for the next 7 days. And this portal is incredibly important for us to connect to our sacred light, our sun, our cosmic sun energy, and helping us transform and shift through certain timelines. Of course, as we know, anytime there is a great expansion of the light, there will be triggers, 3D things that will come up, illusions. I want you all to remember these are just smoke and mirrors. No validity in any of this stuff. So, for those of you who are still, you know, involved with your twin or in that dynamic of looking and checking and whatever and blah, 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 or even seeing anything else out there in the world that's happening that triggers you, understand, these are smoke and mirrors. These are deceptive tactics to distract you off of what your focus needs to be, which is your spiritual path, which is your expansion and your growth. They are tests, they are triggers to show you where you still need to do work, but they're also here to distract you. So I'm asking you all to transcend, to get past the way things look, because it's all illusion. Okay, now there's one more thing I need to talk about, and that is, as I said, this is time for a big shift for so many of us, especially those of us who have been doing this shit a long time, okay? We are being asked to not sit and wait for anything anymore, okay? Or anyone anymore. We have to let go of attachment to everything that we have held on to. I worked with a couple of clients actually this week, who have had visions of things of their twin and mission and this and that, and wanting to experience things and take vacations and do stuff, and had all these beautiful visions of these things, and they were waiting. They were holding back because of these visions of doing it with their beloved or a certain person or at a certain time. And what I'm saying is that we are not meant to be holding ourselves back from anything. We are not meant to be sitting here waiting and twiddling our thumbs for someone who is choosing at this time to not be active and present in our world. If they are not actively in your world, you need to continue to live. You need to continue to explore and expand and do you, okay? Because all you're doing is hurting yourself. You are holding yourself back from all sorts of beautiful love, connections with people, your tribe. And I'm not saying this is about romantic love. I mean, for some of you, yes, this is about developing other relationships. There are more lessons to be learned from other people. And for some of us, it's just about being open to experiencing love in all its many forms, tastes, and colors, and flavors, and experiences. So when you sit and just wait for something, you are holding yourself back from your spiritual growth, from your higher calling, from your mission. So I'm asking you all, in this time, please detach. Detach from the outcome. Detach from those who are not physically 3D present or choosing to be present in your daily life experience. Stop holding yourself up. Stop waiting patiently for someone who isn't showing up for you, okay? We are elevating each other by opening up to these by opening up to these other levels, these other opportunities for love in all forms and areas. We elevate each other as teachers, as student and teacher, to transform and shift. So that's where our focus needs to be. Now, holding that ground, I am not saying that means you give up to your twin, you give up, you throw in the white towel. Like, it's not that you're quitting. It's just that you're being present. You're not living in the future, you're living in the present. And if your beloved is not in your current present world, it's okay to say, you're not here, and I am going to focus on all the beauty, all the joy, all the bliss, all the ecstasy, and love my life now, because this is what I have in front of me. So that is the message. I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, this message wasn't for you today, and maybe a different day it will be. I encourage you all to, if you're having trouble detaching, I did a video last week on detachment. Listen to it, okay? Really understand what it means to detach and block and discern and judge and all of those things. I am going to continue with doing card readings on Patreon for those of you who choose to support me there. They will be whatever messages Spirit brings through. Sometimes they'll be twin messages. Sometimes they'll be our own personal messages just for our journey. Those of you who choose to join me there, it is patreon.com/Shamama Hunting Owl. There are tiers of many levels. You know, $1 a month, you get cards every day. $3 a month, you get cards every day, you get videos. You know, there's so much there for you and so many bonus exclusives just for you guys. So with that, oh, and I'm also available for sessions, you guys, for private sessions for those of you who are interested. The waiting period on that is just, I don't know, usually like 3-4 days at the most. I try to get people in and out right away. I also do emergency sessions, healing and readings for those of you who need them. With that, you guys, I am sending you all so much love and light. Gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and we will talk again soon. Bye-bye.